The South China Sea is a powder keg, and today, it's about to ignite. Salt spray mists over the Unaiza May 4, a Filipino supply boat on a mission to the Second Thomas Shoal, but its path is blocked by massive Chinese Coast Guard vessels, white and red giants, horns blaring, sending a clear message: turn back. The Filipino captain stands his ground, eyes fixed on the outpost ahead. The Chinese ships begin their aggressive maneuvers, crisscrossing dangerously close, their wakes rocking the smaller boat. Suddenly, high-pressure water cannons fire, slamming into the Unaiza May 4. The crew braces, refusing to yield. This is a daily reality, a David versus Goliath standoff in contested waters. Every resupply mission to the BRP Sierra Madre is a potential flashpoint. The world watches through shaky videos online. Filipino sailors facing overwhelming force. These aren't just maritime disputes, they're the front lines of a global power struggle. Control of these waters means control of trade, resources, and sovereignty. Each confrontation inches the region closer to conflict, but the Filipino crew presses on, weaving through the blockade, battered but unbroken. Their determination sends a message: the Philippines will not abandon its claims. The Unaiza May 4 continues, a symbol of defiance in a sea of intimidation. This is not an isolated incident, it's a recurring drama, a test of wills. The risks are real. A collision could be catastrophic, an escalation even worse. Yet, the mission endures. The world sees the courage of the Filipino sailors and the overwhelming force they face. These standoffs are more than just disputes, they're a physical manifestation of a much larger geopolitical struggle. The Unaiza May 4, battered but not broken, continues its journey. It tells Beijing and the world that the Philippines will not surrender its sovereign rights. In these contested waters, every voyage is a statement of national resolve. The South China Sea remains a flashpoint, one small boat at a time. The destination is a ghost ship, the BRP Sierra Madre, a rusted W-2 relic run aground in 1999. Its hull is streaked with rust, decks crumbling, but it's one of the most important outposts in the South China Sea. The Sierra Madre is a permanent military post, a living flag planted in the seabed. A handful of Filipino Marines endure isolation, storms, and the constant shadow of Chinese ships. Their only link to the outside world, radio and daring supply runs. The psychological pressure is relentless. Chinese vessels circle, hoping to wear them down. But these Marines are more than soldiers. They're symbols of national will. Their presence says the Philippines will not be pushed out of its own backyard. They are the frontline defenders of international law. Their mission is a quiet, stubborn act of defiance. They fish, maintain what little equipment works, and keep watch on the horizon. It's a silent standoff that has lasted for years. The Sierra Madre's story has captured the world's imagination, a smaller nation standing up to a superpower. The ship may be falling apart, but the spirit of its crew is unbreakable. If they leave, the shoal is lost forever. So, they stay. The BRP Sierra Madre is not just a ship, it's a fortress of resolve. It stands as a monument to the idea that right, not might, should govern the seas. In these contested waters, resolve is the Philippines' greatest weapon. The South China Sea is a global crossroads. 1/3 of all shipping, over $3 trillion in trade, passes through here each year. Disruption would send shockwaves through the world economy, breaking supply chains and spiking prices. Beneath the waves lie vast reserves of oil, gas, and some of the world's richest fishing grounds, resources millions depend on. The competition for these riches fuels the region's tensions. But the conflict is about more than trade or resources. It's about the rules-based international order. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating China's sweeping claims. China rejected the ruling, continuing its assertive actions. This defiance challenges the very system of international law that underpins global stability. If powerful nations ignore the rules, what's to stop others from doing the same? That's why the US, Japan, Australia, and Europe support the Philippines. The fight for the South China Sea is a fight for the principle that all nations must play by the same rules. The future of global order is being decided in these contested waters. The stakes are nothing less than the balance of power in the 21st century. What happens here will echo far beyond Asia. The world is watching. In a decade, China has transformed the South China Sea with artificial islands, once reefs, now military fortresses. These unsinkable aircraft carriers bristle with runways, ports, radar, and missiles. They project Chinese power hundreds of miles from the mainland, shifting the region's balance. Filipino fishermen are chased away, neighboring navies operate in the shadow of these new bases. China's strategy is clear: create facts on the water, make its control irreversible. The Great Wall of Sand is more than engineering. It's a military barrier and a direct challenge to the US and its allies. The region is now one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints. The artificial islands have redrawn the map and the rules of the South China Sea. The stakes for the Philippines and its neighbors have never been higher. The contest for control is now a test of resolve and strategy. The Philippines is adapting, building a new strategic anchor on Balabac Island at the edge of the South China Sea. Once overlooked, Balabac now hosts a state-of-the-art runway, built with US support under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. This facility can handle a wide range of aircraft, dramatically improving surveillance and rapid response. From Balabac, Philippine and US forces can reach the Spratlys in record time. The island is now a vital counterweight to China's artificial bases. Balabac's transformation marks a shift from reactive defense to proactive deterrence. The message to Beijing is clear: the Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. Balabac is no longer a forgotten frontier. It's the new front line. Geography is now a weapon in the Philippines' arsenal. The island's rise signals a new era in the country's defense strategy. The stakes for control have never been higher. Balabac's runway isn't just for defense, it's a lifeline for the island's people. For the first time, reliable air transport connects Balabac to the rest of the country. Commercial flights will bring tourists, goods, and opportunity, ending the island's isolation. The runway is a game-changer for local businesses and disaster response. In typhoons, aid and rescue can now arrive in hours, not days. This dual-use facility strengthens both national security and community resilience. It's a smart investment in both defense and development. The well-being of Balabac's people is now tied to the nation's security. Security and prosperity go hand in hand on this new frontier. Balabac's future is brighter and more secure than ever. The Balabac project is a symbol of renewed US-Philippines alliance. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement allows US troops to rotate through Philippine bases and build key facilities. The runway on Balabac is a tangible sign of US commitment. This isn't about permanent American bases. It's about strengthening Philippine capabilities and interoperability. Joint military exercises, like Balikatan, are now more frequent and complex. The US provides hardware, intelligence and training, modernizing the Philippine military. The Mutual Defense Treaty is a living commitment. An attack on Philippine forces in the South China Sea would invoke US support. This clear stance deters aggression and reassures the region. The alliance is stronger and more relevant than ever. Together, the US and Philippines are a formidable force for stability. Their partnership is a cornerstone of peace in the Indo-Pacific. The world is watching their resolve. For Balabac's residents, change is everywhere. The new runway and military presence have brought jobs, businesses, and hope. Commercial flights promise tourism and new livelihoods, letting young people stay on the island. Healthcare and education are improving, with better access and new facilities. The military presence brings civic programs and faster disaster relief. The community is more resilient, empowered, and connected than ever. Local leaders are working to ensure development is sustainable and benefits everyone. Challenges remain, but the people of Balabac are shaping their own future. The island's transformation is a story of empowerment and opportunity. Balabac is no longer forgotten. It's a model for strategic development. The community's destiny is now in its own hands. Balabac is more than a military outpost. It's a symbol of a new, assertive Philippines. The country is combining legal action, diplomacy, public campaigns, and defense upgrades. Balabac is the physical embodiment of this strategy, inspiring other Southeast Asian nations. The Philippines is showing how smaller countries can push back without open conflict. By developing agile forward positions, it complicates any aggressor's plans. Geography and resolve are powerful tools. The transformation of Balabac is redrawing the strategic map of the South China Sea. The will of a sovereign nation, combined with smart strategy, is a force to be reckoned with. The story of Balabac is one of resolve, of Marines, sailors, leaders, and communities. It's about standing firm on international law and forging strong alliances. Balabac is now a beacon for a free and open Indo-Pacific. The world is watching as a small island makes a huge difference. The future of the region is being shaped here, one bold step at a time.